all who listen to this happy pod, welcome. My name is Noah Parker, and welcome back to My World of Wonder, where I am joined by my beautiful wife and co-host, Mrs. Adriana Parker.
Hello, hello.
Hello, indeed. It is another dawn, another day, and we are back with more Disney Cruise Line.
Yes.
Stuffs.
Oh, yes. Part 2.
Part 2. This one is more of like a Q&A kind of situation, and I've coined this particular style of episode Good to Know. So this will be Good to Know DCL edition. So essentially what that means is we have like an outline kind of how these episodes are going to go. It's not limited to the cruise line. It's basically open to anything, basically like parks, restaurants, experiences, specific things like that, where we'll basically cover 3 different segments. Number 1 is going to be questions posed by our theme park correspondent / reporter, Mom Parker or Lynn. Segment number 2 will...
Or really by anyone, right? Or is it eventually?
Yeah, I guess eventually, like, the idea would be, like, you guys ask us questions, and then those would go in as well.
Posed.
Yeah, and we'll limit that to, like, 4 or 5 questions, just to keep the episode a little condensed. But we'll try to pick, like, the most prominent questions, if, especially when we get to that point where we get a lot of people asking questions, like, whatever, like, the most common ones are.
Okay, cool.
And then, segment number 2 is we will each share at least one tip or trick that we learned staying during our experience, or learned during our experience. I don't know why I said staying. I'm locked into like the cruise line mentality. So like, yeah. Anyway, and then our third one will be our 5 must-dos related to the given adventure or experience.
Okay, cool.
Right on. So, before we get into all that, how are you doing today?
Thanks. I'm doing good. It's getting closer to it already being August, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
you're going to have students in the classroom again, which I know this year you did summer school, so you had a little bit less time than you normally do where you don't have the youngins, but
I feel ready though.
Good.
So,
starting at a new school.
Yeah.
That should be fun. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm working on some things
myself.
So I'm excited.
How are you doing?
Good. I mean, like I said, we've got some ideas festering at the moment. Really, really significantly leaning towards doing something that I'm pretty excited about, but we need a couple other variables to fall into place, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it goes the way I need it to go.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, maybe I need to make it go the way I want it to go. So,
exactly.
But yeah, and then kind of as a side note, this is our third to last episode before we go on our annual season break,
yes.
Where we will actually be returning in a new form a little bit. So we're going to be doing some revamps over this particular season break. So I'm excited about that. But
yeah, I'm excited too.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, yeah, I think good. Yeah.
All right.
We can get started with the good to know.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, without any further ado, segment number 1. That's a good question. Segment number 1, we're calling I'm calling at least that's a good question.
I like that.
And we're basically just going to go through the questions that Mom asked me right after we finished our cruise, and I'm going to answer them for you guys.
Should I say the questions?
You can ask the questions, and I'll answer them. Yeah.
Okay. So the first question that was asked is, was it as amazing as you expected, or was it above what you could even imagine?
My answer to that question was very simple. I said it was beyond my wildest expectations.
Yeah. Honestly, same.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Like, I enjoyed every minute of it. Like, I don't remember there being like
any
a moment where I'm like, oh, miserable, so sad, this is not fun. Oh,
yeah.
I
or
think
bored
or
like anything.
I think the closest I got to being like, oh man, that was not super fun, was when I left my hat at Serenity Beach, and I was like upset with myself because I lost it already, and I had only had it for 24 hours at that point.
True.
And so I was pretty upset, but we went back to the beach and it was there waiting for me. So that ended up not being as big of a deal as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And like, that was the lowest we got the whole time. And I was never, I was even like at a point mentally where I'm like, if I go back and it's gone, like,
it's fine.
I'm sad that I lost it after less than 24 hours, but whatever.
That's how, like,
especially because I ended up losing it anyway, but
Yeah. Which is funny. I think I totally agree with that. I think like I don't know what it is. Like you just get into like this like trance almost or you're just like kind
Yeah.
of calm. I don't know. And just like we just go with the flow and everything's fun, everything's good, everything's dandy. I don't know if it's like just the Disney magic or what, but
I would say it probably
Um,
has something to do with the Disney magic.
yeah.
I think another part of it is simply the fact that you're not constantly being distracted by your phone,
Yeah,
and your
true.
phone's not constantly poisoning your like thought
Yes,
processes and
true.
your mood for the day or anything like,
Exactly. That's very true. Yeah.
which is another reason I want to like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it, I feel like, in
When we're-
society.
Yeah, I know.
But like, I would
Work
love
and
if we could
everything.
have like one day a week
Mhm.
where we just put our phones in a
Mhm.
drawer and
Yeah.
that we're there the whole day.
Yeah, I
You
know,
know,
right?
like
I
don't
think the
know how we do
only
that.
other part was like we were maybe kind of like, oh, bummer, was when our snorkeling got canceled. But
I agree. That
I
was a bummer,
still-
but
like think we still had fun. Like we just did
Yeah.
things, you know, that were on the island, you
Yeah.
know, and we like filled our time and it was still a good time. So
definitely.
yeah.
Right on. Well, let's move on to
Okay.
question number 2.
The next question is I've heard that when you go on any cruise that they offer a discount if you book another cruise before you get off. Does Disney offer that, and did you guys take advantage?
So the answer to that question, the first part of that question is yes, Disney does offer a 10% discount if you book and deposit $250 on a cruise within the next 2 years of your current cruise.
Mhm.
And as long as you do that before you get off the boat, you can get that deal, which is super cool.
Mhm.
We did not take advantage of it this time.
Mhm.
Because I think we probably will end up going on a cruise within that time frame, but we weren't quite comfortable enough to guarantee it and go for it.
Mhm.
So, and also the $250 deposit, we had just finished spending
Yeah.
a couple grand, so
Yeah.
we wanted to let our wallets rest a moment. So,
Exactly.
I wish we had the ability and the opportunity, like really the not foresight, I guess, but like the knowledge that we would definitely be able to do another cruise in 2 years and not
It's hard.
panicking, but like kind of like, oh
Yeah.
my God, we spent
It's hard.
so much
exactly.
just now.
It is hard to know sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm such a planner type A person sometimes, so like for me, it was just kind of like, I don't know. But I think in the future we might take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what like in my mind, we're going
Mhm.
on a cruise again, like maybe next year, maybe the year after.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this is just my mental thought process.
Mhm.
Like we will probably go on another cruise shortly.
Yeah.
And I think at the
but
end of that cruise, we will
potentially, yeah.
take advantage of the deal. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that they have that advantage. The next question is were there a lot of kids, and was that a distraction? I know they have like an adults only pool, so I know you can sort of get away from all the kids stuff, but I know yours was a Marvel cruise, not just a typical Disney cruise, right?
So that was I meant to break that question up actually, and I forgot to,
That's
but
okay.
it's okay. I kind of typed a full response to it anyway.
Mhm.
So, basically the quick answer, I said quick answer a lot, but the answer that I gave was
Mhm.
there were a bunch of kids, and that should be expected on a Disney
Mhm.
cruise. Don't go on a Disney cruise expecting there not to be kids
Mhm.
and get surprised when you're surrounded by children.
Mhm.
If you want like an adult only cruise, you should look at like one of the other cruise lines,
Mhm.
Norwegian, Princess, even probably like I feel like even Royal Caribbean is probably more closer to being a family friendly vessel than like some of the other ones. So,
Okay.
but Disney, there's gonna be kids. It's
Mhm.
Disney, bro.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
what else?
So
did I say?
there were a bunch of kids.
Yeah, but I don't think it was distracting. Like
Mhm.
a majority of the time,
I agree.
there would be occasions where we had kids who were misbehaving, and their parents would deal with them the way they deal with them.
Mhm.
And you know, that was what it was, but those were few and far between. I feel like a majority of the time we were just like one giant family
Mhm.
on a giant boat, all just enjoying Disney magic together.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think so. The reason that she said it was a Marvel cruise and not a typical Disney cruise is because I was misremembering some of the videos that I had seen on the Disney Destiny. Because like the things that stuck out in my head before we actually went on our cruise was the Stern character being Spider-Man, obviously Marvel. The theme of the ship being heroes and villains, and my brain went again to Marvel. And then watching the Ordinary Adventures video when they went on the Destiny, I remember them pointing out like they focused a lot on like the storyline with Loki and the storytellers. True. And so because of that, like in my head, it was like, oh, it's a very Marvel heavy ship. And it wasn't really. Like there is World of Marvel restaurant on there, but there's also Feast of the Lion King. Yeah. So that's true. And Marceline Market. Like, yes, there is a lot of Marvel. There's more Marvel on the Destiny than I think there is on any other Disney cruise ship. But there is also still other heroes and villains. Like you get Maleficent and, you know, like Hercules. Yes. You know, like, so you have heroes and villains from the animated movies as well. It's not just The Incredibles. I had it and then it literally like left my head when I was about to say it out loud. So like there's heroes and villains. It's emphasizing Marvel, but I think it's because no other Disney cruise ship has that level of Marvel, so it feels like it's pushing it more. But there's a really good balance in my opinion between the Marvel and everything else, which is the thing I was most concerned about with going on the Destiny.
Yes, yeah. And we did spend a lot of time on the Quiet Cove, which is the adult only area. But it's like we didn't feel like we had to like actively like, oh, we gotta go to the Quiet Cove like right now because there's a bunch of kids in our way. We just went just to
that. I think the Quiet Cove was mainly for when we wanted to go swimming.
Yeah. Because there were a lot of kids. There's
a lot of kids in those little pools up front. It's like realistically, as an adult, if you want to get in the pool, you kind of have to go back there. But the cool thing about the Quiet Cove is that they have there's like an infinity pool that just looks off into the distance off the back of the ship, which was super cool.
It is cool.
But then they also have two like what do they call them? Like foot pools or something like that.
Yeah, like shower kind of pools.
No, they're
not showers.
No,
they're just like sit down.
Yeah, it's just like
there's like
a sit
bench
pool. So like it's a bench that had water, like a water wall. So the water went down your back and then across the bottom, and then
just like a little pool,
like then a little pool, like literally, I think it was ankle
water.
deep.
Yeah.
So, but that's nice. Honestly, I don't know. I think we saw some people sitting in it like twice, and then we sat in it to film a video. But we'll get to that later.
And to enjoy, of course, adult beverages.
yes.
So,
but you don't have to go back there to enjoy the adult beverage.
Yeah, exactly. But you can go in the pool with the adult beverage.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So then the next question is, do you think it's something that just, I guess, anyone would enjoy, or do you want me to say like specifically her?
Older couple.
Okay.
Not old couple, Mom. Please don't hear that incorrectly. Older couple, as in I'm 29 and they are older than 29.
Okay. So is it something that maybe like older couples, I guess, would enjoy? And what about the amount of walking there is, like once you get to Castaway Cay and stuff, Castaway Key and stuff?
See, I've said this several times. Every time we mention the private island, I'm like, I still don't know if it's Castaway Key or Castaway Cay.
That's funny.
Castaway Cay rhymes, so it makes sense. But I don't know because I've heard it. I've only ever heard, I've heard it pronounced Key before, like more often than I've heard people pronounce it K.
That's funny. Well, anyway. How you read it as a reading specialist?
It should be read K. Yes, but it's anyway. It's Bohemian, so it's like, I don't know. anyway. Basically, what I said. So, I guess I have to actually rephrase the question because the question was originally if my mom and dad specifically think they would, if I think they would enjoy it, and my answer is different from that because. If you are like my parents, who are like me and very much Disney adults, the answer is 100% yes. You would love being on the ship. Although I guess if you're listening to this podcast, you are probably a Disney adult. Yeah, I definitely think that older couples would enjoy it. Again, I tend to see like the older couples on more luxurious cruise ships, and they're doing more fancy stuff. But again, coming like if you're the Disney adult, like this is going to be your bread
I
and butter.
agree.
So
Mhm.
lots of fun to do, and there's plenty for older people to do. There's trivia. I think one of the nights we were there, they had like an 80s music trivia night.
Yeah, they did.
That'd be like perfectly in my mom's wheelhouse. She probably would have aced that thing. She would have won the medallion, I think. Honest.
Yeah.
And things like that. Just things like that. Just like
Yeah.
there is plenty of stuff for
There's plenty of
older people.
stuff. Yeah, for
Again,
Disney
not old
adults.
people.
I know, like, yeah, like.
Although if you
millennials,
are
I
an
guess,
old person, I
or-
think you would
or
enjoy it as well.
a little older than millennial. I don't know. Just I
Yeah.
think it's just like like I don't know. There's a variety for like it's just there's things for everyone.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's
I-
kind of
I
a short
think-
answer.
Yeah, it's like obviously there is a lot more for kids
Yeah.
to do,
Yeah.
but
I
there
think
is
there's
still plenty.
Yeah.
And then also to kind of touch on the amount of walking and stuff is like
Mhm.
these ships are big.
Mhm.
Like there's
elevators.
Yeah, there's elevators, but see, so that's where some of the differences come in between the Wish class ships and then the like the Wonder and the Fantasy and the Magic and the other one,
Mhm.
Magic, Wonder, Fantasy. Oh no, I can't remember them all again.
No, no,
I go
it's
through
okay.
this for every now and again. I can't remember them.
That's fine.
But the Fantasy, I believe the Fantasy and the Magic class ships, if I remember correctly, that's Magic and Fantasy class.
Mhm.
They both have 3 elevator banks. Now they don't. Each one of those elevator banks does not have 8 elevators like the Wish class ships do. But there are, I think, 3 or 4 elevators on the aft, 3 or 4 in the forward, and then at least 2 in the center of the ship.
Mhm.
It's like in the atrium.
Mhm.
There's more elevators. So on those ships, there's a little less distance between the elevators. So like,
Mm.
you know, if you're in the middle of the ship, there's actually elevators pretty close to you. On the Wish class ships, there is a fairly large gap between the 2 elevators. So there is a decent amount of walking like when you're on the ship, but it's
Yeah.
not terrible.
It's really not. And there's like plenty of places where you can just like sit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's not like
If the walk feels
Yeah.
like it's too long, just
Mhm.
pop a squat. You'll be okay.
exactly. Yeah.
But I think on like Castaway, you have to walk a decent amount once you get off the ship before you get to the tram location. But
Yeah.
then they do have a tram that can take you from I don't know how far it is. Like maybe 150 yards, maybe 200 yards from where from the gangway on the ship to where you get picked up by the tram.
Mhm.
So not a terrible amount of walking.
Yeah, I agree.
But
And I guess the question, and then I don't know if she asked, but it's kind of related, is like if there's things you can rent, like you know in Disney World you can rent like a electric scooter
like an
and
ECV.
stuff.
Yeah.
But-
We saw people with electric scooters on the ship. They
I
also
don't
had
remember honestly. Maybe
there's a couple.
one.
There's a couple people on the ship
Maybe
with
one
electric
or two,
scooters.
yeah.
We almost
Okay.
got run over by one in the elevator. Don't
Oh.
you remember that?
Oh no,
Oh.
that's funny.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
we saw
okay,
people bring
interesting.
their ECVs. I don't necessarily know that you can rent
So it's
the ECVs
okay, so
to
it's
go
like
on.
they accommodate that.
Yeah, it seemed like the people who I saw in the ECVs, they looked more like ones that were owned and not
Mhm.
rented. But maybe maybe you can rent them. Maybe,
Interesting,
I just don't
okay.
know if Disney facilitates that necessarily.
Yeah.
Especially in Fort Lauderdale. Maybe up in Cape Canaveral they would because they're closer to Disney World and
Yeah.
they have Buena Vista Scooter Company or whatever it's called that does scooters in Disney World. So maybe they work. I don't know.
I'm pretty
but-
sure we did get our steps in. I was
Yeah.
like looking at my watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Lately.
But
But I didn't feel like it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
yeah. You definitely
Yeah.
can rent. They do have beach specific wheelchairs as well that have like really big inflatable tires that make it easier to push it around on the sand. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
if you
There you
need
go.
assistance in one way or another, they have accommodations for that.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So then that's the
Oh, that's the last question.
that's a
she
good
said.
question. Yeah, that's the last question.
Yeah,
of
right
it.
on. Well, then I guess it's time to move on to our next segment,
Mhm.
which I'm calling if I were you,
Mhm.
I'd dot dot dot. So, do you have your if I were you?
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
And then I'll think of mine.
Okay, so my if I were you.
Mhm.
So what was this officially titled? Like what is this segment? One tip or trick. This is kind of a mixed thing. Like I wish I had known this before I had got on the boat. But I would say make sure that everybody in your group who has a mobile device downloads the
Mhm.
Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, because if you're like a family and you have like teenagers who want to go do something different from what you're doing, you can make sure that everybody in your group knows that you are planning to go see a movie together at this time, or you have dinner together at this time. The other thing is the Navigator app has a built-in messaging system that you can use to communicate with other people in your party. So how important that one is, I'm not 100% sure, because we were able to iMessage each other on the onboard
That's true.
Wi-Fi,
Mm-hmm.
but it only worked between the two of us, which
Yeah.
was interesting. Like
No.
I couldn't message any of my family.
Oh, interesting. Well, I could message one of just like one of my friends just,
Oh,
but I think it's because they had iMessage, but I don't know.
all of my family except for like 2 people have iMessage, so.
Oh,
But it
oh.
wouldn't
But
send any messages out.
to the family.
Yeah, only to you.
Maybe because there's people that didn't.
No,
have,
not in the family group chat.
Okay.
Just to my family.
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
Yes.
Kind of weird. I don't
But
know.
anyway, the Navigator app will help make sure that you guys can just make sure that guarantee, I guess, is the thing there. You can guarantee that everybody is staying in communication with each other through the onboard Wi-Fi, because I don't know if the iMessage thing works
Mm-hmm.
all of the time, because
Mhm.
the ship's onboard Wi-Fi isn't necessarily purely Wi-Fi as much as it is a local network that communicates with an onboard server to facilitate your plans and like just keep track of your because also in that Navigator app, that is going to be the only way you can keep track of what things you have charged to your room.
Oh yes, that's true.
Because you won't, unless you pay for the internet or the Wi-Fi on
Mhm.
board, you won't have access to your
Yeah.
bank statements, your bank
Uh-huh.
accounts to just keep track of that stuff. So if you want to be keeping track of that stuff, make sure you have the Navigator app, because that is how you're going to keep track of your room charges.
Yeah, it's nice that they have that, but we like didn't know about it until kind of towards the end. We're like,
Yeah.
I wonder how much like we were spending, and I was just kind of like keeping track of everything we spent like on a calculator and like adding all of that out. But like but yeah, that's nice that they have that in the app.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's a good tip. I like that tip.
Yes. All right. Your turn. I hope you thought of something in that time period.
Yes. If I were you, if you're trying to see a movie on board and it's like kind of a relatively new movie, to like make sure you plan ahead of your like looking at your schedule, and like also be flexible, because it might like the movie theaters are smaller than expected, I guess. I don't know if it's like that on every ship, but movie theaters can be full, so then just being flexible and depending if you're like a type A planner and you have your schedule, just be like keep that in mind, if like you might not get the time that you want to watch the movie and have to like reschedule it. I don't know. I can't really think of any other ones.
Fair enough.
So
All right.
like guest services are they're accommodating, and
Yeah, they're super
think
helpful.
like so like if you have any problems, just like go to them. And I think also when you like are first starting your cruise, there's obviously going to probably be a bigger line.
Yeah,
when
there was
you're-
a significant line for guest services when we first got on the boat,
Yeah.
because I guess this could be a honorable mention
Okay.
tip. If you're going to be bringing magic bands from another park,
Mhm.
which we did, Magic Band Pluses, those can be used on the Disney cruise ships as their Disney bands,
Mhm.
which is the Disney Cruise Line version. It's the same thing, they just call it something else. But they do have to activate it. Now,
Mhm.
my tip to you would be to make sure you have those on your person when you're checking in for your cruise when you get to the port, because they can activate it for you right away in the port, so that as soon as your room is ready, you can just go and your Disney band will automatically work with your room. We did not have ours on us. They were in one of our bags, and we had to get them out once we got on the ship. So that made it so that we had to go to guest services and get them activated, and it took us like almost an hour, I think.
Yeah, nice.
That was a long wait.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's
we
okay.
got it done, and I highly recommend using the Disney bands while on board.
It's nice.
Room key, super easy.
Mm-hmm.
You can use your key to the world as well to get into your room, but I liked the Disney bands because they're waterproof, so you can take them, or water resistant, I guess, and waterproof, whatever. So like I literally just wore mine into the swimming pool with us whenever we would go swimming. And then, I mean, granted, I guess the card is waterproof too, but and it wasn't going to just put my card in my pocket. That's how you lose things. This thing's attached to my wrist. So
nice.
yes. Well, I meant to go here, but that's okay. Right on. Well, I guess that will take us on to our next segment.
Our last segment, right?
Our final segment.
Which is You Gotta Try This.
You gotta try this. So this is going to be our top 5 must-dos.
Top 5. Okay.
Top 5 must-dos on a Disney cruise ship in this particular case. So.
Okay, so we're going like back and forth, or 5 me, 5 you?
No, back and forth.
Okay. So.
Yeah, back and forth is perfect.
Okay, I think the one thing you should definitely do is watch a live performance, like live show performance. Like if they have, like we saw Frozen, Hercules, definitely watch those. They're like top notch, like Broadway type shows, and it's perfect.
Absolutely.
It's so fun.
Number
and
2, and these are in no particular order, but the second one is going to be join the Sail Away party. 100% join the Sail Away party, because it is it really just boosts the energy for your vacation. You know, it gets you excited, and it honestly got us excited with other people that we had never met before. You know, I think we tend to be like, as humans, we tend to be a little bit more introverted. Like some of us are extroverted and we just instantly jump into like being friends with whoever we're around. But something about that Sail Away party just made us like excited about being on a ship with other people that we didn't know. So highly recommend it. And hearing that iconic horn in live in person is chef's kiss.
Yes, I agree. The next thing you gotta try is the trivia nights or trivia activities. I think those are really fun. You just get to check out the knowledge on a subject, and it's fun and entertaining, so check those out.
Definitely. All right, next would be, I would say, a fourth one is I highly recommend seeing the movies on board, because they on the Wish class ships they have 2 cinemas. They have the Wonderland Theater and the Neverland Theater. Ooh, I can't remember what the other one is called. I think it's Wonderland and the Neverland Theater. I could be wrong about that, but they do have 2 cinemas. While we were on board, they were showing The Mandalorian and Grogu, and Toy Story 5, and then our last 2 days they were showing Moana, the live action version. So it's a really fun way to see movies that are still in theaters, but you get to do it on a Disney cruise ship, which means you've already paid for your ticket.
Exactly,
So,
which it is pretty cool.
Yeah. So if we had the foresight and the care, I think is the big thing. If we cared enough, we would have seen all 3 movies while we were on board, but we didn't. We only saw Moana because it was the only one that we really cared to see.
True.
All right.
Yeah, so this is the 4th one?
This is number 5.
Okay, this is number 5. Oh man, the pressure's on me.
I think we should.
Okay.
Well, I have one.
Okay.
So the 5th one will be to
okay.
What?
Well, I was gonna have one. Well, I just had one.
What do you have?
Okay, I have a little. Just I don't know. I feel like you gotta try some You gotta try a new food.
Oh, okay.
Be open to like a restaurant, like when, especially like dinner, like when you're dining. Like I feel like that's when you have more opportunities to try something new and something delicious, because
yeah,
I feel like I ate pretty diversely.
I like that.
Yeah.
Step outside your comfort zone. you've already paid for the food. Here's the thing.
And
Here's the thing.
Oh, and you can get like more than just like one.
Yeah, you can get multiple. So like,
Yeah, if you don't like it.
yeah, step out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Order something that you've never tried before.
Uh-huh.
Don't order something you're allergic to.
Well, yeah.
But definitely, I highly recommend ordering something you're
Mhm.
not used to, something you've
Mhm.
never tried before, because it's on a Disney cruise ship, so everything is going to be fantabulous.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
And it's like based on like certain cultures,
Yeah.
like themes and
And
stuff. So
if you don't
it's
like
cool.
it, I'm sure they'll swap it out for you.
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
you can get ahead of the game and you can order the thing you're nervous about trying and order something
Yeah,
you know
your
you'll like.
backup. Yeah.
And then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that one?
I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
Okay, what were you gonna say? Or
Well,
is that
mine was
Ryan?
going to be to book a port adventure, but I
Yeah,
actually
I
like the
agree
direction
with
you
that.
went instead, because
Okay.
everything we listed, unless I'm crazy, everything we listed is not an additional charge,
Okay.
right? I don't remember what I said.
The port adventure?
No. Everything else that we listed
Yeah,
is not an
no.
additional charge,
No.
which
Yeah.
I don't like putting
Uh-huh.
things being a must do if you
Yeah.
have to pay for it. So
Yeah,
I like that
exactly.
you went that direction and you
Okay,
took it
cool.
away from me, because I was going to say, oh, I'll do a port adventure, but
Yeah.
no.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I think doing a port adventure is fun, but I don't think it's a must do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're on a budget and you was like you were barely able to
Yeah.
get onto this cruise, don't stress about it. It's not that big of a deal. Stay on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty to do, and it's probably actually one of the most fun times. I would assume it's the most fun time to be on the ship, because everybody else is
Mm-hmm.
on the port, and you don't have to book a port adventure to go ashore.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can just go walk around.
Mhm.
You don't have to book a port adventure. So
That is very true.
not strictly necessary. I do recommend going to the ports of call, like
Mhm.
going to the cities where you're in. But anyway,
Yay.
yeah, all right. Well, that is what did I call it? Good to know. Good to know. Disney Cruise Line edition.
Yes.
And now, my friends, it's time to find out
What's going on in Mickey's neck of the woods?
All right, so we got a few things here. Nothing too crazy this time again, but first we do have the official release date for Camp Rock 3, which I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I care to watch. I might watch it once it's on Disney
We'll
Plus, but I'm
see.
not going to be a Disney Channel premiere night
Yeah.
watcher. Anyway, that will be premiering on Disney Channel on August 13th, and it'll be available on Disney Plus the next day.
Mm-hmm.
That was a brief one. Next, we got an announcement from Disney Cruise Line that we will be getting a live stream reveal of Disney's Believe on October 7th. So we have a couple of months to prepare for that and make sure we're all off of work to see it. But they'll be announcing, I assume, like overall theme. I assume they'll announce like what lounges they'll have, if they're going to stick with. I assume they're not going to use the same lounges as the Destiny and the Treasure, because they're basically the same as far as the lounges go.
Mm-hmm.
Restaurants are a different story, but I don't think they'll have the Haunted Mansion parlor on the Disney Believe. I think we'll get a new one. But yeah, we'll have some news about the Disney Believe on October 7th. So
Nice.
we'll look forward to that. Then I got excited about this because I didn't realize it wasn't a thing, but I actually remember looking for them and being like, oh, is that not a thing? But that is that the Mickey pumpkin wreath ears are a thing, finally. And they are light up ears. So that's pretty exciting.
That is cool.
It seems like Disney just released them yesterday.
Okay.
So pretty cool on that one. I probably won't buy them, but it's nice to have them. And then finally, we have some little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit of update on the construction on Monstropolis over in Hollywood Studios, where they have seen some monster teeth being added to the former home of Pizza Rizzo. They also got a nice glimpse of the chopsticks from the front of Harryhausen's, which sounds like that'll be a good time. I really hope they have some good sushi in there. I'm excited for that.
Oh yes, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we got to get you used to
I
sushi
know.
first.
Yeah, I know.
I want to get you like, oh yeah, I like sushi, but
I know.
Yeah.
I really want to love sushi.
yeah, definitely follow Disney Food Blog for other construction updates, because that's where I get them. Really brief on that one, actually. I don't know how I managed to pull that off, but we were super quick there. And that, my friends, is in fact
What's going on in Mickey's neck of the woods?
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Make sure to leave us a like where you're able and follow us. Share it with your friends and family and check us out on Facebook at Noah Parker Channel, on X at Noah Parker _CHNL, Instagram at the Noah Parker Channel, and TikTok at Noah Parker _channel. And that's it.
That'll do it for us tonight, guys. We do have another installment of our recap video planned to come out this Friday. It will come out. I'll make sure I edit it and it comes out. So that'll be out on Friday, and then we'll have another one the following Friday. And then I think after that we're going to try to get back to Saturdays. We have something exciting in the works for the Saturday after the last episode. Or I guess the Saturday, the week after the last episode of the Destiny recap.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just have more things coming down the line. I'm excited for them.
Always.
I actually recently, like just a few hours ago, was like, maybe because I was talking about wanting to do like game night live stream again, right? And so I'm like, maybe we do like a Wednesday night. Well, I guess Wednesday night's kind of when we do the podcast now. Well, we'll see how things shake down, but maybe Wednesday night, like we do like a game night or just a stream night, and I just stream me playing XYZ video game. It could be Minecraft. It could be anything.
Okay,
so
cool.
We'll see how that goes. I'm
Nice.
still playing with that idea.
Okay,
but
cool.
Yeah. I just like the idea. I want to get back to having content like regular. Like I know we post the shorts every day, but those are all just rehashes of things we already do.
Exactly. So. Yeah, and I think I agree. I think once we also start the revamp, it's like, okay, we've got to start like for real. If we like, I don't know, like we just continue, or I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be different or the same in some ways.
I mean, the podcast is what's changing. That's pretty much all that's changing.
Okay.
so
yeah, but I agree. We do need to we'll get back into the schedule.
Yeah, I just like the idea of having more routine, like regular, like up to at least 3. I think the minimum I want is like 3 times per week we have something original.
Awesome.
Eventually, cool. I'd love to get to a point where we're doing like 5 days a week. We have something new,
time,
but yeah, we'll get there.
Yes, we will. Awesome.
We'll see you guys next week. You took the steam out of the wind out of my sails there for a second.
Sorry.
I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next week. But until then, my dear friends, let the wonder take hold.